Granny hopped in her go-kart fast, ready to zoom and never last. Next to her a rickshaw gleamed, rocket-powered like a dream. They raced through streets with cheering crowds, zooming by trees and fluffy clouds. Granny laughed with a turbo spin, her go-kart ready, she's here to win. Rocket rickshaw zipped ahead, but Granny's go-kart was full of red. They crossed the line both side by side, winning smiles, a joyful ride. Rocket and Granny, what a pair, speed and beyond fun care. Truckee McRuff was big and bold, with tires of steel and paint of gold. He growled to life at the starting gate, loop-de-loops were his favorite fate. The track was twisty, sky-high and steep, with corkscrew turns and a jelly bean leap. Vroom, said Truckee with a wink and a grin, I'll take on this course and I'll win! Through flaming hoops and glittery dust, he zipped and zoomed with power and trust. One loop spun upside down in the air, but Truckee just laughed without a care. Spectators cheered as he jumped through foam, landing perfectly back at home. He flashed his lights and gave a toot-toot, then spun his wheels in a victory hoot. With sparks in his wake and muddle on his nose, Truckee McRuff stole a lucky enough snow. A spaghetti speedway was twisty and long, made of noodles that danced to a pasta song. Meatball hills and Parmesan snow, with garlic bread signs that told where to go. A bright yellow taxi rolled up with flair, its engine purred and it combed its hair. I talk, I race, I love to chat, but don't spill sauce on my driving hat. With a beep and a zoom it raced down the track, slurping up noodles and not looking back. Wee, it cried, dodging cheesy splatter. Speed's great, but flavor's what matters. A spaghetti loop-de-loop came into sight. The taxi soared high with a trail of light. It landed near and narrow with a slippery slide, then popped out clean with a swirl of pride. Crowds all cheered with forks held high. With golf and fat humor as coupons of pie. Sir Squeaky Tire was brave and bold, his scooter shiny red and gold. He led the scooter knights with pride, racing fast side by side. Through castle halls and cobblestone streets, they zipped and zoomed with speedy feats. Sir Squeaky's horn would loudly squeal as knights raced past with steel and zeal. The king declared the bravest ride was Sir Squeaky's team, swift and wide. They missed at dawn to Visp and White, steering knights, heroes of her nights. Sir Squeaky Tire was brave and bold, his scooter shiny red and gold. He led the scooter knights with pride, racing fast side by side. Through castle halls and cobblestone streets, they zipped and zoomed with speedy feats. Sir Squeaky's horn would loudly squeal as knights raced past with steel and zeal. The king declared the bravest ride was Sir Squeaky's team, swift and wide. They missed at dawn to Visp and White, steering knights, heroes of her nights. You're a dragon who loved to skateboard fast, zoom through clouds and sky so vast. But down below donkeys prepared a diesel derby none compared. The donkeys raced with engines loud, kicking dust and drawing a crowd. The dragon flipped with fiery style, grinding rails for miles and miles.
The derby shouted, "Join us too!"
So dragons zoomed with skateboard crew. They dodged hay bales, leapt through rings. The air was filled with fiery wings. Donkeys brayed and dragons spun. A derby match with so much fun. And when they crossed the finish line, they all declared, "Let's race next time." Blazing fast on the winding track with AJ cheering from way in the back. Banana truck slipped on a jelly bean peel, but
Giggled and shouted, "Let's spin the wheel!"
jelly bean hills were colorful and sweet with candy can signs and licorice streaked. Crusher was sneaky with banana peels,
But Pickle just laughed and spun his wheels.
they jumped over gumdrops, slid down fudge. Blaze gave a boost with a lightning nudge. A rainbow ran flat up to the sky.
"Hold on tight," said Blaze, "let's fly!"
Through clouds of marshmallows and fizzy pop, they raced to the tippy-tip jelly bean top. Banana truck danced, slipping once more,
Then spun to a stop and roared with galore.
Blaze unread his butt, chirped a tear, but on the inside's there grew blonde deer. Bus bike zipped with a bust through town, wheels spinning fast, tires golden brown. He danced on pedals, spun with a flash, then heard the beat of a boom boom bash. The boom boom bus had bass so loud, it bounced the buildings and shook the crowd. His two speakers stacked from floor to roof, blasted beats with every move. Bus bike blinked and spun in style, so they raced and danced for a good long mile. The bus spun donuts to a funky beat, bus bike pop wheelies with lightning feet. Through laser lights and confetti rain, they grooved through town like a party train. When the music slowed, they rolled to a rest, both proud and grinning, they gave it their best. With the buzz buzz boom in a friendly clash, they crowned it the best ever boom boom bash. Turbo trike revved up at the starting line, shining bright and ready, feeling just fine. Monster Tau broth with a bubbly roars, its world would for with a mighty floor. Beep went the horn, race was a shout. Turbo zipped off, racing way out. Tow truck rumbled, muscles on display, ready to chase and take the lead away. They zipped through puddles, splashed with glee. Turbo spun sharp, swift as can be. Tow roared forward, strong as a bear. Mud flew high, dust sparkling in the air. Turbo hopped over logs on the trail. Tow truck followed, strong and not frail. Side by side, zooming through the fray. Who'll win the showdown at the end of the day? They crossed the line, hearts full of glow. Turbo cheered, then high five, fly, flow. Scooters lined up with a wobbly cheer, tiny horns beeping, the race is near.
Ready, set, go, they zoom the street.
Sprinkles of laughter with every little beat. Wheels wobble widely, off they all dash. Who will stay steady in the colorful splash? Bright helmets gleam like stars in the sun. Every scooter racer is having such fun. Skid and spin round the candy-striped cone. Stay close behind or race on alone. Soon past the lemonade stand, the zesty delight as giggles burst out loud and bright. Boots on the pedals as tails wave high. Ribbons of wind fluttering colors in the sky. Through loops of chalk, art and balloon parade, they work to the finish of the great scooter crusade. Cross the line together, what's the best score? Friendship wins fast, let's roll once more. The moon
was bright on the haunted road, where zigzag zoomers zipped and rode. Ghostly signs flashed, beware the bend, but the brave little scooters just played pretend. They looped and leapt past pumpkins that glowed, while skeleton stoplights eerily showed. A werewolf waved from behind a tree, and a witch tossed candy with a cackle of glee. Zoom, zoom, cried Zane with a fearless grin, as spooky winds howled from deep within. Bass flew overhead in a swirling sweep, but the zoomers rode on without a peep. They zigged through fog and zagged through slime, bouncing to the beat of a ghostly rhyme. At the highway's end a dance floor appeared. The haunted hop began as all cheered, with wheels that twirled and helmets that shone. The brave zoomers grooved till we gurgled the con.
The bubblegum bus was sticky sweet, with wheels that bounced down every street. Kids piled in with laughter loud, ready to race, fearless and proud. Backflips flipping over the hill, bus and riders showed their skill. Bubblegum popped with every jump, bouncing high with a sticky thumb. The crowd went wild at the daring tricks, backflip spins and magic flicks. The bubblegum bus took the prize, with deadly cheers and stopping highs. Vroom, 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 the engines roar. Witches race out from the castle door. No brooms today, just chrome and wheels. Their magical bikes kick up flying eels. With goggles on and pointy hats tight, they ride through the sky in the dead of night. One casts spells with a twist of the grip, another does wheelies with a ghostly flip. Their exhausts puff glitter and purple smoke as they zoom past clouds and give Oz a poke. They race past the moon with a high-pitched whee, then loop-de-loop over the haunted sea. Cackling laughter echoes through stars as they race around Saturn and back past Mars. They land on Earth with a screech and spin. First to the finish gets the pumpkin pin. With a boom, boom, boom and a magical light, the witches ride off into Halloween light.
Sidecar siblings race with glee near a volcano's fiery spree. Lava flout and smoke swirled high, but they race fast with a daring eye. Up steep hills and down the track, dodging rocks that bounce back. The volcano rumbled deep and loud, but the siblings raced on through the cloud. With laughter loud and spirits bright, they sprinted on through glowing light, crossing the finish in a fiery glow. The Sapphire siblings full much show. Zigzag! Sidecar siblings race with glee near a volcano's fiery spree. Lava flout and smoke swirled high, but they race fast with a daring eye. Up steep hills and down the track, dodging rocks that bounce back. The volcano rumbled deep and loud, but the siblings raced on through the cloud. With laughter loud and spirits bright, they sprinted on through glowing light, crossing the finish in a fiery glow. The Sapphire siblings full much show. Zigzag!
Pizza boxes stacked up high, bouncing wobble, oh my, oh my. Wacky wheels were set to race through the gauntlet, a silly place. Pizzas flying left and right, cheese and pepperoni bright. Dodge the cats, jump the cans, flip through sprinklers, crazy plans. The
sauce began to flow, but every slice was safe and sound, delivered hot to folks around. At the end, the gauntlet cheered, "Wacky Wheels, you've persevered." And with a cheesy, gooey grin, they shouted, "Pizza always wins."